ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bad Blood. We've got a lot to talk about. Of course, we're here to discuss the Vampire Lestat, episode 6. And
Whoa,
Kenny,
who,
uh,
who,
I'm
who,
not
who?
good, brother. I'm not okay. I'm not all right,
You,
man.
you, you, you. What's going on? And you know what, Batty? I mean, you know what, Cookies? I'm a 40-year-old black divorced mother. God damn it!
Wait a minute, hold on.
I am. I am. Damn it! I am a 40-plus-year-old black divorced mother already. All right, damn it! Shit.
What's up, Kenesha? What's going on, y'all? It's Bad Blood. We do our weekly interview the vampire reviews. This season, of course, is entitled The Vampire Lestat. We got one
See,
episode left, and my God, did the
they better do a lot in this
came
one
off the
episode.
fucking
They
brother.
better do a lot in this
Oh,
one episode. That's
We got we we went through trauma, we went through mamas, we went through baby drama, and then the ending happened.
Yeah.
Uh uh yeah. How y'all feeling about this? Let us know if you're with us live. You can follow us at facebook.com/Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Whether you're watching us there or YouTube, Blue Sky, wherever, we appreciate all your love and support. Uh, yeah, let's just jump into it. My name's Mongo. I'm not even gonna do my fucking intro this time. I'm ready to talk about it. Joining me, of course, is the reigning Are You Fucking Serious trivia champion, the king of wrestling stats and facts, King DeLion Court, the brave little wolf killer, Kitty. What's up, man? How you feeling? How you
It's De
doing?
Leon Court. It's De Leon Court.
Leon Court. Sorry, De
De
Leon Court.
Leon Court. De Leon Court. Okay, and yes, I am a brave little wolf killer. Um, I am not okay. I am not okay. That is something. How do you say? Fucked up. What happened at the end of the show? And after this show went off, it made me go back and listen to La Fontaine des Sons, and it made me realize, uh, God damn, this man Lestat is fucked up. Man,
Brother,
brother, this man. The more of this show that I do watch, I honestly realize just how tortured Lestat really is. And he is a villain. Please do not get that twisted. But he is a villain by no choice other than survival. And the more with this episode where, like you said, you went from trauma to baby mama drama to baby drama. Like the more you look at it, the more you realize this poor soul never had a fucking chance. He never had a chance since day one. Even in his human life, he never had a fucking chance. Which always goes back to my point. Anyone that's turned into a vampire never had a good life.
yeah. Honestly, I mean, we've not seen one person shown through, you know, flashbacks or modern day that have enjoyed their time as a vampire. It does feel like it's. I mean, they say it's a curse. It's the curse of undeath, and damn it, it's a curse, all right. Because God, shut up. Uh, man, you and I were talking before the show started, and we're talking about how this felt more like couples therapy for like a divorced couple
It was.
before
Hey,
uh
Shorty.
I get going.
It was.
Uh,
This
yeah,
this episode
right.
was definitely this show was definitely couples therapy. It dealt with so many different things. It was literally like a divorced couple trying to figure out if they want to stay divorced, but they realize they have to go through therapy to realize what's going on. They pretty much talk about something that unfortunately in the world separates a lot of marriages, the loss of a child. They go through that therapy. They go through sugar snaps. My whole gang is here. let me mind my P's and Q's. Mama and daddy on the show.
That vocabulary switched up pretty quick, brother. That's all I'm saying. Vocab swapped up on you.
Oh, right. Like it ain't like, and you see it was like immediately, like not even thinking about it. It was just, ooh, somebody that can beat me is on the show. 2 people. Wait. 2 people that I actually am afraid of. Hold on.
And that's the job right. That's all it means.
It was like you saw the, like I said, the trauma which unfortunately breaks up a lot of marriages of nowadays when a couple loses a child. You saw that therapy. You saw the therapy of them, the stat of Louis finding out who Gabriella really is / Sophia, that going through that scenario. It was literally, like I said, before like the last 5 seconds of the show, it was borderline Bill and Frank of Last of Us type feel with this episode. It was like, okay, these 2 lovebirds is really gonna try to That's exactly how
speaking of folks that make us want therapy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Mike, hold on, Mike, before you say something, my mama and daddy on the show. Before you get wild, mama and daddy on the show, all right?
Mr. Rivers, Mama Rivers, I apologize in advance for the words that are going to come out of my mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning Reggie Simpson Throw 'em Up Memorial Predictions Champion. Main event, Mike Ciampa. Mike, man, you were the latest one to the party on this one. I think
you were late to the party.
Thursday night. Thursday night, I think, is when you saw it, and we were up to see your live reactions to it.
So, yeah, my initial reaction was, "Oh my fucking god!" What did I just watch?
You watched a love story die. That's what you watched. You watched a love story die.
And it's interesting that you say that, because then I watched it again this morning. And you know what? Fuck that love story.
I swear.
I will explain why later, but fuck that love story.
I swear. I don't know what happened to Mike. I know what happened to Mike. Mike is a month away from the age where I also said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck everything. 35 is when you get to that point where it's called fuck it. And if you notice, usually Mike is on the, this is this and this. Michael's getting to the point where it's fuck it. Everything that we've always been given a play to, Mike is at the point where fuck that. Fuck Corliss. I don't give a damn if you want me to come back as a daddy. Fuck the son. Fuck. Mike is at the fucking stage. I'm not mad at you, brother.
Yeah, but I have reasons for my fuckets.
Go ahead.
We'll get into it.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Mike got a fucking bucket list.
I sure do. I sure do.
Fucking bucket list.
And yes, the love story is not dead. No, but my God, what do you do from here? I mean, Jesus.
This next episode got to be a lot.
It was a lot, man. We got a lot done. I saw folks saying that they didn't think a lot happened in the previous episode, and I was like, well, I mean, shit. That's why. If you thought that, this is the episode for you because Louis and Lestat got a chance to dive into all of their problems.
Every last
Literally every
one.
single one. Yeah.
Every last one. The
It starts off with them having like
a seance.
like Louis is at Lestat's, and they're kind of continuing to rekindle things, and they're talking
Making
about how
for dinner dates. They sounded like a typical couple arguing over dinner dates. Like they've been together forever. Do you want me to cancel? Do you want to cancel? Well, what should we eat? Well, what should we eat? I'm like, and I'm like, good Lord, this argument sounds familiar. Oh my God, what do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You want to eat?
Every married man, every man that's in a relationship understands that. Like, God damn it, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Like,
and in this relationship, clearly, Lestat is the wife. In this relationship, Lestat clearly is the wife. And Louis is the husband. Because Lestat is sitting there with this, and Louis like, come, just pick a fucking place.
Please.
Pick a fucking place, please.
I don't know what I want to eat, but I'm hungry. What the fuck?
Give out 9 recommendations. No. Both of them try to talk each other out of different things this episode. The entire time we're watching this, Louis trying to get Lestat to not do his big final concert because that's where
and it's it's the next day, if I'm not mistaken.
The next day. Yes, the next day. He's trying to convince him even at the last second to not do this, that something dangerous could happen. That Lestat is thinking that he's going to change the world. Louis is thinking that these vampires are going to all go there to kill him. As we learn,
Louis wasn't wrong on that. Louis was not wrong on because first of all, it's a concert. They're not even expecting humans to show up to this concert.
No, all
they're expecting at least, they said, 50,000 vampires.
At the Great Conversion is what we're calling it. Is what it's been known as.
50 to know that would, if this was real, that would scare the shit out of me. It's bad enough to know that maybe there's a little coven of 12 vampires running around, but to know that there's 50,000 vampires running around.
Yeah,
that's not even all. It's just the ones that are going.
Bro, I would never leave my house again if I knew that. I would never leave my house again.
I've got UV lights going at all times of night. You know, is
crazy. I have bundles upon bundles of garlic surrounding my house.
I don't even at this point, from all the movies and stuff I don't watch, I don't even know if garlic works. The only thing I do know work is UV lights and through the heart and and you can't even say taking their head because there's
we'll get into that. And then we're still going through the process of Louis breaking off the fake Claudia thing, and Lestat's like, well, you sent her a Venmo of da-da-da-da-da, and he's like, I feel bad about dropping it out of nowhere. I'm trying to be nice, don't be nice, cut her off. It's toxic. Like it's this really.
And then Louis also made a point of
a couple's argument, but it's also like they're kind of playfully jabbing each other. It's like, oh, it's kind of nice,
right? And then
like Bill and Frank was like, oh, it's kind of
yeah. And then what's cool, Louis kind of also threw it. It was like a married couple also. So you're going through my phone now? That's what you're doing. And Lestat hit him with it was just there. You left it open. He's like, I ain't leave shit open. You memorized my password. Stop playing with me. So it was literally a couple's, like, this whole thing, them walking through the city together, and it was like I said, legit Bill and Frank episode. And I was like, okay. At least this episode didn't have me crying, but
it came close. Honestly, it did come close. When we got to that seance, as this argument is going on, Lestat gets a call from a Mary Rick, and at first you don't know who that is, and it took me like the second watch to realize what happened there. I don't blame you. That
Right.
that had to be one of the most emotional things I've seen from a TV show.
Oh boy, we'll get to that in
Yeah.
a second. We'll
Honestly,
get to that in a second.
since that actual trial, like since that
Oh
last
boy.
season, and they're meeting at the hurricane. This like it god damn, it was brutal. They're heading out to go to a dinner. They're also going to have one last rehearsal with the band for Louis to meet Sophia,
his manager.
who then he later learns about all of that, and we're gonna get into that. But first off, their first dinner appointment is with Daniel. By the way, as they're going there, they're walking to the restaurant. Lestat is dressed as the Grim Reaper, hood up, got a
Because it's
sight.
Halloween. Because
It's
it's
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
2 years to the date of his band being formed.
Yeah, which is because they're for Halloween. He didn't treat the kids as bad this time, as he did 2 years before.
When you get what you get.
This is apparently like a very, I don't know if it's run by vampires or if it's just in the know of vampires, because their dinner is blood. Like they bring somebody out and train them in front of them.
This bad Persian chick that is willing to be drained.
Right.
That's right. They did say that.
It's Louis' restaurant, and it's when Lestat makes fun of Louis that Louis never really wanted to break away from him. He's like, "Oh, so it's just convenient. Your top restaurant is 2 blocks away from my 2 blocks away from my
convenience."
Like he was like, "No, it was convenient." He's like, "Yeah, all right. Like, yeah, what all right." Literally, Lestat being a woman, yeah, nigga, you couldn't get enough of this pussy. You couldn't get away. I know it. I know it.
But we're hearing a lot about Fraudia, as Lestat calls her. And Louis said he's finally breaking away from it. As they are on the way to the dinner, we just get more of Louis and Lestat just being a couple. Like, it's not
literally
anything mischievous. It's not anything dark and twisted. It's just these two having a couple's conversation, which is very interesting considering what we've seen from them over the past couple of seasons. It's just them talking, and even them talking like this is you're
toxic.
You're intrigued. Well, yeah,
it's toxic, but like Mongo said, you're intrigued because at this point, it's not these two vampires on the street. It's this couple, this couple, and we want to know the gossip of this couple. That's what's going on, and we're like, and then you somewhat transport yourself to this because they're having conversations that anyone in a relationship would normally have. So you kind of like put yourself into it. You're like, oh, but we got to make sure we like going like you're about to go on dinner night, and at the same time, your wife is sitting there going, oh, don't forget we got to go grocery shopping next week because of such and such and such and such. Having normal everyday conversation, and you find yourself wrapped up and transported into that because it's real life, and it's intriguing. Good grief. Good grief. Good grief. That's good grief. You just gotta hit it with the Charlie Brown on that one. Good grief.
Yeah, it is wild that they did have like a real life together.
Yeah, they were a married couple.
Even looking back at Louis' interpretation of it, and he would repeatedly tell Daniel when they were doing the first interview that, like, he did love him. And it seems now more than ever there's been a lot of growth. And Louis says something about, like, yeah, back in the day you wouldn't talk about your feelings or anything. You just hide that shit away, go punch a wall, get the
Mhm.
wall plastered. And now you talk about your feelings. And
Mhm.
that is a interesting thing to really realize is they've lived through a lot of different eras, not just through technology and all these other things. They live through a different eras of acceptance, different eras of how you handle your mental well-being. Like,
Yeah.
it is kind of interesting to think about someone living
If
that
you
long and having to adjust to these things.
and the thing about it is like they're not a stereotypical couple by any means,
Yeah.
considering a fact from where they started from. Number one, off the rip, they're a gay couple. So back then, gay couples out in the open definitely was not something that people were like, what's good? That that relationship, that side of people was very much hidden, very much
Mm-hmm.
hidden. That side. So the obvious number one, they're a gay couple. So them having to go through that from the beginning to where it is accepted is completely wild concept to them. The other biggest thing, they're an interracial couple.
Yeah.
To go
Mm-hmm.
from seeing how that was never allowed to being the norm is big for them. You know what I mean? So they got a lot going on, like you said, not just technology, just lifetimes of seeing how they went from having to be a forbidden love to being able to express themselves in the open on every possibility way, the race way, the loving way. Like it's big. So yeah, there's a difference on how Lestat is able to express himself now, because they couldn't even be a couple in public. So yeah, he was gonna be out there punching walls and biting necks. You know what I mean? Now that they're able to be a public, now that they're able to be a couple out in the open, they're able to get therapy. They're able to talk about it. He's able to express the fact that he's in love with a black man. That's big.
Yeah. Um, I'm my notes are finally coming up, and I did notice this one thing where Louis says that he accidentally picked up the phone when she called from a different number,
Right.
Claudia, and Lestat goes, "You knew that was her. You knew."
Exactly. Once again, a woman knowing when a man is lying like a motherfucker.
But also, Louis admitting that that's true. I mean, Louis got caught in that lie, and Louis is again very was how did you describe him a couple episodes ago, Mike? Not toxic, though that is your favorite word right now. But he is
Manipulative,
he's
A
manipulative,
manipulator. He's a manipulator, a gaslighter.
a
gaslighter.
predator.
He's
Yeah.
yeah.
Like he is not in any way innocent.
A good
And I
guy.
think that's something that yeah, well not I mean none of them are. That's
Because
cold hard truth.
at the end of the day, Louis was a pimp
Yeah.
before he even became a vampire. He
Mm-hmm.
was a pimp. This man had a whole section in Louisiana under his wraps because
Yeah.
of his holes. Lucius in his hole was giving
And
services to many.
Um
it's
Louis
like,
before
and
they sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna say, and to that point, and it's like the points that we've been making, especially these past couple episodes. Even though they're vampires, they hold on as much as their humanistic characteristics as possible and who they are as humans. So at that point, yes, Louis is a vampire, but in his ethos, he's a pimp. He's a manipulator.
And I feel
That's
like,
what
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm about to say, and that's what and he's going to keep those. He's going to keep those humanistic traits throughout centuries. He's going to continue to keep those because that's who he is in his core.
As about this, and to add on to that, I feel like whatever your biggest trait is that helped you get by in life,
Whoa, whoa,
it
whoa, whoa,
becomes,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
I beg your fucking pardon,
Excuse
and
the
I
fucking
don't mean,
us.
Dolly. The fuck up out of here.
Hold on, what the
I have
fuck you mean,
never
like
heard.
every man?
I've never heard a more. I've never heard you say something more that made me realize, oh yeah, you did grow up in the South a little bit, than what you just said. Like, oh yeah, you did grow up in South Carolina. I forgot a little bit. I forgot about.
I beg your fucking pardon, and I don't mean Dolly. And so get the fuck up out of here.
Every now and then, again, I forget you got a little Southern in you, but that's like, oh, that's right. Right. This man's from the South. North and the South.
Like, I feel like whatever your most top of the line trait is when you're a human becomes intensified once you become a vampire. That's something that I feel that I realized I've learned from my years of watching vampire stories and stuff like that. Whatever your most noticeable trait is, it intensifies. Like the stat has always been charming, which is part of the reason his ass got raped and bit. Part of the reason he was in love with Nikki as a human, and Nikki was in love with him. Part of the reason his own mother was in love with him was because of his charm. So when he became a vampire, that became something that became intensified and multiplied. And he learned how to use the vampire traits to accentuate that. Louis was a downright manipulative pimp. And with his vampire traits, he learned to intensify and use those traits to make that manipulation become his dominant feature. So whatever your feature, whatever your how you manage to get by in life is what gets intensified when you become a vampire. Because remember, Armand talks about how he was in the shadows as a human, which is how he managed to avoid being a slave and this and this and that and things like that. You know what I mean? So that's how he's always managed to stay in the background, in behind the scenes, in the cut, and it intensified as a vampire. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel with vampirism, with these traits to go upon with the fact that Louis is a fucking manipulator and Claudia let him know that.
You take the traits to help you survive. You know what? Like vampirism turns you into, for better or worse, for how this world is nowadays, a predator. You're hunting for your food, you know, and you're having to blend in and also become more aggressive.
Because you realize at the end of the day, you're at the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
When when you're in the top of the food chain, changes the complexity of an environment. Changes the whole ecosystem. When one animal realizes they're the top of the food chain, the entire ecosystem changes around that particular one animal. And that's what happens with vampires. These niggas realize we the top of the fucking food chain. We're gonna change and manipulate society and history the way we see fit. Which is why you always hear in vampire stories about vampire lore, about them being in the background, and there's always some powerful person in every vampire story from history that we never knew was a vampire.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the story, like if you look at this, I forgot which vampire story it was, but it originates the first vampire being Judas because he was hung at sundown. I forgot what vampire story was it. I want to say
I feel like I heard that. Like,
I think it was Dracula. It was Dracula.
I was about to say, I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
it was.
that's on Dracula.
I think it was the Dracula one with Orlando Bloom, I think, or whoever
Yeah.
it was in.
And
I think it was that one. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah. That
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back in the 90s. Yeah, I was like, that's yeah.
I think it was that one. Yeah.
Before
Which
they
is
go
why
to the
silver can fuck with them, because Judas died for 12 pieces of silver and he was hung at dust. So I saw it like in every vampire story. There's always a lore of a powerful person in history who is a vampire.
Earth,
So
whatever, whether it's that or whether it's Vlad the Impaler or whoever. Before they get to the restaurant, Louis says something to Lestat. He goes, "You're being nice. Like you're being like weirdly nice. I don't know how to handle you being nice." That goes, "Oh, what? I'm nice. I like, no, you're not."
And you know
it's
what that's exactly like?
Game.
That's literally a divorced couple when they're getting around each other at a child's event, and the ex-wife is nice to the ex-husband for some odd reason, and he goes, "The fuck is going on here? Why are you nice to me?" Because believe you me, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. Sitting there with my ex-wife at my daughter's birthday party, and she's laughing at my jokes, and I'm like, "Who is this?" No, I don't want no more cake. I got a feeling mine might have something special in it. I'm good.
I see that weird coloring in that. I don't trust that.
No, thank you.
They go in and then they say, "Oh yeah,
why is my lemonade purple?"
Nice to have your attendance tonight. And Monsieur Leoncourt. He goes, "Oh, it's Mr. Blackwood." Oh yeah, Mr. Blackwood.
Yeah, sure.
That's
exactly.
we get to the intro, and then they sit down at the table, and there's Daniel, and he goes, "Oh hey, Taylor and Travis, congrats on the wedding."
That's right. Yo, that shit had me crying. But Mongo, we forgot to mention one thing about this whole scenario. Lestat comes, still dressed as the Grim Reaper because he's supposed to be dead.
Yes, he's trying.
And there are actually right, and then besides the vampires that are there are actually humans who just love Lestat or whatever the case may be because they know about this shit. So when he says no, Mr. Blackwood, and Lestat takes off that cloak, the place fucking erupts.
There's a point later on where they're driving down the road, and there are people jamming to the music of the band, and he leans out the window and starts singing along to the lyrics.
Right.
And they start freaking out, and they drop up and he goes, "Ah, yeah, casual fans. They don't know what the fuck they're doing." It's like, all right, okay, all right. After the intro,
oh boy, was he?
Oh my god,
he was a whiny little bitch.
It was watching this. I was like, what does he have up his sleeve? Because he's really
antsy and
more so than usual. He's really like smarmy.
Yeah,
he's not saying.
It's the fact that he was. I tell you what the fact it was. It was the fact that his ass was able to be in the sun, and he knows they can't.
Oh man. Oh yeah, because the man's like, "Oh yeah, you got a tan. What is that? You got like a spray tan or something?" And that was
Dad.
Honestly, look, it's one of those things where like I don't recommend every show that I watch to everybody, but
season 3, Dad.
I don't recommend every show or movie that I watch to every person that I know. This is the only show I'm like, look, you're missing out.
Yeah,
if you're not watching it. He
Have a good day at work, Kanisha.
They start and they say, so where were we? I believe you're mid-antagonizing us about Hurricane Odette, which is the hurricane where Louis and Lestat first reconvened after the interview. And he's trying to poke and prod and ask about, you ghosted him for 77 years, and then you two met back up and everything was peachy keen. Like, what's up? What's up with that?
Yeah. Like, Daniel is legit. And it's not, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You know what Daniel reminded me of? He reminded me of, and I'm not even saying this to be funny, he reminded me of somebody that was high on coke. The way he was acting,
Yeah.
the aggression, the passive aggressiveness, because you want something to pop off. They want something to pop off. It was like, yeah. So Travis and Kelsey, yeah. You left him
Well,
for 75 years, yeah. Where, yeah. He kept
well,
prodding. It was a cokehead, and he
it
got
it,
that rush, and that
And
it
coke was
goes
the
back.
sun.
I think that's a
It
great.
goes back. It goes back to what you said a few minutes ago about how when you become a vampire, your biggest traits intensifies. Unfortunately, we knew that Daniel had a drug problem,
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
true. You're right.
also
That's a good point.
he he had a drug problem, and also we know
Yeah.
that he's a
There you go.
journalist.
Yeah.
He's a journalist. Journalists by nature are extremely curious
And they're
and
extremely
all
passive aggressive to get the
passive aggressive
answers
like a motherfucker.
that they want.
Mm-hmm. So in that
Mongo,
moment,
you are one of the most sweetest passive aggressive bitches I've ever seen conduct an interview. You will make a motherfucker fall in love, but you will ask the same question 5 times until you get that fucking answer.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Me?
it's like,
What?
I've seen your interviews. I read them, bitch. Yes. Trying to get over with a southern charm, my ass.
yeah.
You gotta get the story, brother.
Exactly.
Daniel is playing this off like he's not even answering asking a really big last question, and they're like, "That's it? No, like where's the trash go? No big final question." And he goes, "Oh yeah, we'll run credits over, whatever. It's not a big deal."
Mm-hmm.
And they finally get him and goes, "All right, you know what? One thing. Have you met Sophia?" And Louis was like, "Actually, I'm gonna go meet her
No.
now. I'm gonna go meet her
Yeah.
now." And he goes, "Yeah, she's an interesting woman." You're like, is he about to
About to
reveal
spill the
this to
beans
you?
right here?
Yeah, he doesn't.
No.
And then you're like, wonder why. Why didn't he reveal that
Well,
right
let's
there?
tell you why. Hey.
This is when they bring out I believe her name is Francine. I could not pronounce that last my southern ass can't pronounce that last name. But
Yeah.
they bring her out. They say she's a distant descendant of the Leoncourt line. Which is interesting. Because I'm curious how that tree worked. Because
don't forget he has
they
brothers.
killed off his family. Well, didn't they kill off all his brothers?
But don't forget,
I guess
if
they
he's
could have had kids before that.
yeah, a couple of them. Remember, they were like, and his father was a prick too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So you know he was out there fucking everything.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
His father and his oldest brother, the one that pulled the knife and shanked the other one. You know those two niggas was out there sowing the royal oats. You know that shit.
For sure. He asks about Sophia, and they say, I'm gonna meet her tonight. And they're talking about how like he can see her in the '80s having those giant shoulder pads, which is funny, but I can actually see that too. And then Lestat goes, all right, well, one has to ask Dan, what's with the tan? And did you indulge and overshoot your coffin again? And he goes, I'm in love. I'm seeing someone. It's the fog of love. And it's just everything about it is weird. And then I guess even before we saw the ending, we're all like, what the fuck is up with this guy? I'm curious how the hell he figured that out. That must have taken him a long. But Louis is also
when you're a fucking vampire,
very
stalkerish.
I was trying to find a better word for it, but yeah, he's very
that's the perfect word, stalker.
That's why my little thing under the bottom
determined.
Is brave.
I was going to say determined, but yeah.
No, stalk. That's why my little subtitle is brave little wolf killer. I want to give you everything I've got. I'm a dog and you're my brave little wolf killer. Like, Did you listen to those words of that fucking
Oh, yeah.
song? It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
beautiful ass stalker fucking song, bro.
Yeah.
That's me in your window, baby. I wanna be your crescendo, baby. I'm like, this song is don't you cry. I'm like,
Yeah.
this song is beautiful, but it is scary. This
Yeah.
is
You know
this is a
why?
scary song. You
You know
really
why?
caught my eye.
You
This
know
is a
why?
scary shit.
Because that's what happens when a predator sings to another predator.
Next
But
week,
the
I think
bullshit about
we're gonna have
that
to
song is about what you call it? Magnus. This is Magnus to him though. That's the scary part.
yeah, that's
And
the
you
Magnus.
sitting there going, "Oh my god!" Like you were stalked, and you have an
Yeah.
issue. You have, and the thing about it is, Lestat has daddy issues, and Magnus is his daddy who stalked him. So it makes sense that he would fall in love with another stalker in fucking Louis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think next week when we do the season finale, we need to like also look at some of the songs and kind of go over some of the
Oh,
the
The
lyrics.
lyrics.
bingo! I got you.
All right, all right. Well, I'll let
I
you
got
do
you.
that part.
I got you.
Well, like we've all listened to the music, but Kenny especially, Chad, has been really diving into these songs. Like he's been listening to this shit every week. He's telling us about. Have you listened to this? Have you heard this? Like it's
Right.
Yo,
very much.
like
He's in, and it's good
like I
music.
said, it really is. It really is. And the fact that everyone in this show comes from an actual band, so these people actually playing these songs and singing them is amazing to me. I completely enjoy that, which is funny to me considering the fact that normally I don't like musicals, but this is low key a modern day musical, and I'm loving the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I I've been like I said, I even went back literally to listen to the song that made the stat say we're changing the whole album, and I listened to it. It's a slow French song, and I translated the Google translated the words, and I was like, wow, this is why they said the sound they're making is for a vampire. These are some deep ass lyrics. It's about a fountain of blood and what needs to happen. Like,
The lyrics that he's singing when they pull up in that car and next to him are this is a
mhm,
song for all the beautiful unwell, be damaged, be cabbage, when the curtains
yeah,
drop, baggage, this ain't no goddamn crime of passion.
that's it.
Be broken, be unlovable, be lost and irredeemable, which is like that's some powerful shit. When they leave the restaurant, they're heading to the next destination. Louis like, he seemed kind of odd, didn't he? Yeah. Dan, yeah,
Yeah, weird.
little off. Yeah, and they said that they felt him trying to get into their heads, and Louis said he got into
Mhm.
mine.
Nah.
Which is
Yeah.
like, that's probably not great. Uh, they head to band rehearsal, and this is where Louis gets to meet Sophia. And the way they were talking about her meeting him before, at first I was like, does he know that that's his mom? Because it's acting like, all right, you can meet my mom for the first time. Be nice, be a nice
Nah,
kid.
at the end of the day, Sophia is the stats first fledgling. So
Yeah.
Louis knows the connection of first fledgling has with their maker. Because that's what the fuck Lestat is to him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Lestat is his maker. He's Lestat's fledgling. You know what I mean? And he knows the connection that they have, and Claudia is Louis' first fledgling.
They
Actually,
even talk
no,
about another
no,
person
actually,
that
no,
he's talking about
no,
Antoinette.
no. At the end of it, no.
What?
Claudia is not Louis' fledgling.
No, Claudia is
Claudia is
Lestat.
Liz Lestat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
Even says
yeah.
so in this episode when we get to it later. So yeah,
yeah.
Louis. I wonder if he has it.
I don't think so. I think Louis kills
Unless I
everyone.
don't think if he does in this story, I don't think we've met one yet.
Mm-mm.
I think the implication in the first season was that Rashid was one of his, but that ended up being Armand. So that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um they even bring up Antoinette, another person that Lestat ended up turning. And in a very aggressive manner.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Madeline is. That's right. That's right. Which, you know what? That actually makes what she says later on even worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Because he doesn't give
Oh
a
boy.
he doesn't
Boy.
really. She's right about what she said. Like, they didn't even care really that much about her. Lestat didn't have a reason to. Like, Lou, that's damn. Yeah.
Like, that's your pleasure, bro.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They get to rehearsal, and Louis and Sophia sit next to each other, and she's kind of poking and prodding, and
She's being a petty side woman.
yeah.
That's what she's doing. She's being a petty side woman who is finally. This scenario was so weird in so many ways because it was a mother meeting her son's husband, also the side bitch meeting her man's wife. That's what this was. That's what this was. It was the side bitch finally meeting the wife, and the mom finally meeting the husband.
Not a new man, but yeah, his.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was fucking just fucking weird. And after they get done, it's kind of hard to. They keep it casual. They don't really go into like deep conversation. And it's Louis is kind of blocking off as he always does.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia's trying to kind of break him down. She fucking never wanted it. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
After they get done with rehearsal, he sees Sophia and how'd you like him? He was on his phone a lot.
No, they did have a conversation during the
they had
rehearsal.
They
had a conversation. It was about the show. She said, "I heard you
Yeah.
trying to talk about the show," and he's like, "I just don't think it's a good idea. 50,000 vampires." And she looked at him and said, "Stand next to me. I'll protect you."
Yeah, but she also
Exactly.
says like, maybe you shouldn't go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you
Yeah.
should. And then she says like,
Because
can you imagine what would happen to him? How it would affect him if you got hurt?
Mm-hmm.
but you know, this is what happens when you have two manipulators having a conversation like this. Because he's like, yeah, it's best that you don't show up, aka be gone, motherfucker. He's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing is it comes off.
And they both say it to each other. That's the whole thing. Pretty much like, you may have had him once, but he's mine all the time. He's mine. That's what's going on right here. They having the Brandy and Monica fight right now.
By the way, this is also happening while the band is rehearsing, warming up by playing "Dancing to Myself."
Oh God, that's exactly what it is.
Dancing to Myself while they're having this conversation.
Right, and Lestat is getting it in playing the song.
Oh, he is.
He's having a great fucking time on stage.
Bro,
this man was
band is going in.
Lestat was dancing like an 80s Bruce Springsteen. Like that's the way.
Dancing by myself, dancing in the streets. So Lestat is air fucking right now. Okay, he is rocking out. This is what happens when that one old rap come on that you ain't heard in a while.
He really was. I do think that's part of it is like he gets to show off in front of his man. Last time they did this, it was him throwing the fucking book in his face, and it was thing. This time he was happy to have him there. It was
because low key it was a solo concert for Louis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know what?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we talked about there was like it was just. You said it was like a Bill and Frank episode, and what you mean by that is it's just kind of like a fucking cute moment.
Yeah, like it was one of those rare episodes. What I mean by Bill and Frank And I'm not even saying it due to the fact that it's two men. I'm talking about it's one of those rare
Very
moments where you
romantic.
see genuine relationship scenarios on television.
Yeah.
Genuine
And this
relationship
whole
scenarios.
series is about a relationship.
Yeah.
But most of this episode was the small things peppered
Yeah.
into everything else. And it really felt like we were getting a good window into their casual life.
Have fun, brother.
Enjoy it.
Love you, man.
Can I give him the warning you gave us?
And
No.
hey, Mr. Rivers, yeah. Enjoy it, sir.
All right, just since you mentioned it. Hey, Dad. All right, I did give them a warning. Season 1, it's gonna be a lot of butt fucking in the air, like legit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of butt fucking in the air, in the air. That's the part that's really that always gets me, in the air. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen a lot in season 1, but beautiful story.
It did just shock because what you told me, I was like, that's cool. Like, you know, it was one of those things like, yeah, I know, what it's about. It's like this, gay romance. But it was AMC, and I was like, how much is AMC gonna show? Like, I watched Walking Dead, I watched Breaking Bad. I was like, how much? I'm not used to them showing that much body on AMC. If this was on HBO, if this was an HBO show, I'd have been like, yeah, of course, obviously we're gonna get that.
Oh no!
The fact that it was on, the fact that it was AMC was that I was like, nah, I can do that. But damn it, they didn't. It did. AMC really, once they got their streaming service, like, yeah, no, we're gonna go all in on this shit.
Yeah.
Invested.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
That was why I was shocked. I was like, AMC doing? Nah, he's fine.
Yeah. That's the same thing I thought. I was like, this is cable, but it ain't cable. Oh, y'all niggas is cable now.
They got
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, good for them.
Okay. This caught me off guard. They not cold up there? Don't it get cold when you get that high in the air?
You want like a shawl or something over your shoulder?
Y'all want a blanket? Okay.
No, them motherfuckers, they're filled with warm ass blood. So they're good up there. They are comfortable up in the air.
I'm like, don't y'all niggas want a blanket? It's cold. I know when I get on the airplane, I get cold. I get cold on the airplane. You ain't that cold?
You're young, man. It just kind of shocked us considering where it came from.
Right. Like, honestly, it was like, okay, AMC, like, with
Kenny and I weren't shocked by the fact that it happened. We know the story. It's just that it was on AMC. We were like, oh.
But you know what, though, Mongo?
Just gonna show it. You just gonna show it.
But you know what, though, Mongo? A few of these channels over the years done gone that route. Like AMC, FX. It's like, oh.
FX,
you watch those shows on FX, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we cussing. Oh, we
right,
got red bombs and all types of shit on
like, I'm gonna be honest.
I bet.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe it was ignorancy of me, but I was expecting, the silhouette of it. If anything, that being the silhouette of them actually engaging in intercourse. That's what I was expecting. But to see this nigga pretty much putting the Vaseline on and going in, I was like, wow, y'all are just, wow. Wow.
And probably, yeah, so Brutal Love, as Tootie said in this comment, Brutal Love is a song that they actually play after. And yeah, after this episode, I listened to it, and golly, dude,
Brutal Love, Loneliness,
I got some of the lyrics.
Fan. Those are some of my favorites off the rip.
Whoa, I can feel it, the pull on my thread from a distant, restless hand. How I need it, just to know that you're out there pulling all you can. Show me that bitter star. I want it. Give me the brutal love. I want it all. I am the meteor above it, writing your name in dust. As I like, golly, dude, This is
Toxic motherfucking beautiful ass. Toxic.
and then later on,
Right, that's what it is. It's like I should
I'll
hate
be
you, but this
fine.
is
Get in
beautiful.
line. I'll be fine. Get in line. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Like it's like, it's beautiful, but it's also tragic as shit. It is,
It
which is
really is.
this entire series. For being honest,
It really is.
They get done with the rehearsal. Louis and Lestat meet up, and Louis says, "I saw you on your phone." I was. You were on your phone. I was seeing how the restaurant was doing tonight. It was pretty rude. I'm sorry. I just.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, "We did talk about tonight, and we think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea." 11 o'clock. Yeah, we got an hour to get to the side. And when they said that, I was like, "Oh, is the great is that tonight?
Mm-mm.
What's happening tonight?" I thought they met Dan, they met Gabriella. What's left? What's happening in an hour?
The bad idea.
This is when, and they were talking about like earlier. That's like, Claudia deserves to be someone to say goodbye to her as well. And at first, I was like, does he mean Claudia? No, that's not what he meant at all.
He meant Claudia.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that was cabbage. Yeah, like
Mhm.
I don't know. I think after this show is over, I'm gonna be listening to that album.
You will.
Quite
You will.
Mm-hmm.
They have an hour to decide, and as they are leaving, this is when shit
Hits the fan.
Because Louis is looking at his phone, and
Because it was sent by his boo.
Yeah.
His boo. Louis side bitch who knows his place but doesn't know his place because because Louis is a fucking manipulator. Louis is doing what a lot of married cheating men do, putting the dream in some female's mind that he's going to leave his wife when he knows he's not, and that's what Lem is.
Oh yeah, he's definitely said, but he said it with him at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we're just fucking. I like how closed off he is. We're just fucking, like, of course you do, of course. Like, he says, I think we have to cancel, and I said, what about the hour? What are you talking about? Like, we have an hour to decide. Why cancel? And that's when you hear like weird moaning sounds coming from the phone, and Louis watching porn. What is it? What's happening right now? And he says, we need
this is when the saxophones get higher. He wants to get pulled over. He was like, you know what? Like the saxophones are definitely getting louder.
He definitely want to say no. Let me
in. He's handing the phone. He said, somebody sent me this link. A link? Yeah, this is on the internet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he says, well, this is obviously a deep fake. This is AI.
AI deep fake.
AI. And the AI deep fake is Daniel standing in the sun with Armand, telling the world.
This is after it shows footage of Lestat and Gabriella.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's on YouTube though. But it's on YouTube apparently.
Yeah, but for
Daniel
released break
it.
Out. For a video to break out, someone's got to put that link in somebody's hands first. And
Daniel released it on his own.
I guess Daniel has enough clout where he can.
Remember, this was part of his blog. Yeah. This was part of Daniel's blog, so he released this shit himself. So his own followers.
I do wonder when it was released. Like, was it released before the dinner or during the dinner? Because it clearly took a while for it to blow up. Before you?
Yeah, probably.
Before would be balls.
I mean, I would say after. I would say after. Yeah, really. Yeah, they had the dinner, and then after meeting with these two assholes once again, I bet send.
It was just anything for to just make Lestat look like a piece of shit to Louis. Yeah. This is when Dan gets the camera and goes, "Hey, cinema geeks, vampophiles, and false flaggers of the dark web. It's your boy, Daniel Malloy." It's like, oh, fuck you. That is, I hate him. I hate him even more. Back with another salacious
That's a
clip
bar.
from my upcoming, don't say that, from my upcoming documentary.
The bar.
Interview with the vampire Lestat.
What's rapping since '92? That's that's a bar.
Fuck
That's
you.
a bar.
That's a bar. Listen, you and Malloy got a little in common right there. You got some bars.
Go fuck yourself. So when did you first meet his girlfriend Sophia? And then we hear in 1793, and the phone turns, and it's Armand. Armand is there with Daniel, and he says,
when she was his mother.
When we formed the Theater de Vampire, we all knew her then as the vampire Gabriella Lestat's mother. Interesting. So here he is 2 months after his murder, taking a break from his recording his posthumous album to bone his mom, the Bonds Sasquatch studio count.
My whole thing is that no one is paying attention to is, first of all, it is fucking lightning and thundering as shit out here, and I am nervous because remember 2 days ago my sky was dirt brick color, and now we got lightning.
You were on the outside of the circles of hell a few days.
That's where I'm at right now. Again,
you're getting what we got yesterday when it was flooding all over fucking Cincinnati. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Like the stat had this, but at the end of the day, Gabriella leaked this shit to Daniel. This was her camera. Because who else would be recording?
You think Gabriella? I
she looked back. She looked back at the camera while she was riding at one point.
I thought Daniel was recording it and she saw and just didn't care. Was my interpretation, but maybe. I guess we'll find out. I guess we're gonna find out tomorrow. But you might be right. This is a justifiable crash out for Louis, I think.
Oh yeah.
You find out what you find out.
You find out a lot of shit. You find out, wait a minute. First of all, that chick is your mother. Then wait, you were fucking your mom, bro. And then this is when the stat confirms that him and his mom were fucking. Him and his mom were fucking while they were human.
Yeah.
The stat confirms that. So it's like, oh, y'all niggas always been freaky. Let me out. Let me out.
Like, what the hell you mean you were coming in where you came out? I'm like, when Louis said that, I said, oh, that just sounds fucking disgusting.
Gross. He did say, so is she your mother? My mother died a long time ago. Is Sophia your mother? My mother is dead. Let me put it this way. Are you hitting the same vagina you spent the first 9 months of your mortal life?
Yeah.
Louis.
And then disgusting.
And then Lestat does what every toxic person in a relationship does when
immediately brings up his problems.
Immediately brings up. Wait, hold up. Besides that, when one person decides, you know what, I had enough of being toxic and I want to leave, the more extreme toxic of the two always goes to the extreme with the I'm going to kill myself, I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
Because Lestat then starts to do the I'm throwing up blood. Get Louis to feel sorry for him to stay. Which is what happens in every toxic relationship.
I think it's interesting. Both of you are looking at that as like, oh, he's fucking taking this shit. And Batty and Cookies are like, oh no, this is fucking heartbreaking. This is a very interesting
oh no, I looked at that like, look at him trying to manipulate his way out of the situation. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah. And yeah, Louis does. It takes him a while. I do think it's funny the transition from them on the street, kind of like holding on to each other, to the bar. The bar, like, so you banged your mom, huh? Like it's just, it's but this he does. He breaks down and he does the. I mean, I know people that when they get that emotional and they cry. When they get that emotional and they start crying and they have like a real serious like breakdown, they do that shit.
I understand. I've
So
seen that too before, but I think in this one,
You got caught, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it was, well, he
Yeah.
got caught in that, but I don't think it was manipulation either. I think it was just genuine. Everything's crashing down around him. Louis was like his last fucking. Louis was like his last life.
It's
Because Mongo, let me tell you something, Mongo. Because he would have kept that lie going as long as he could. If it wasn't for that fucking video,
move.
It's a manipulation
I'm not
tactic.
saying he wouldn't have kept the lie going. I'm saying
It's a manipulating move.
That after it all comes crashing, this is real emotion. I think.
I mean, that's what happens when you finally get caught.
Yeah, right. I'm not saying it's right to hide any of this shit. I'm saying the emotion he showed on that street was genuine. That's what I think. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not.
Mike, I'm on your bandwagon with this one. Put this on the fucking bucket.
Yeah.
And the revenge on the fucking there you go. Me, Mike. The revenge of his person. That is, that's another thing. Is like the fact that not only it's not just somebody like sharing your fucking news, which is already fucked.
But
it's
can I ask a question?
Someone sharing that fucking video publicly.
What
I guess YouTube or Twitter, whatever it would have been on.
What is Daniel's beef with Lestat and Louis? They're not his maker. They're not his dad.
Well, Lestat. Well, I mean, you saw about a lot of different things.
Oh, well.
Louis was.
I got an answer. I got an answer for that, but I'll wait.
Louis played him in a lot of ways. First, getting him to do the interview.
Okay, Louis, I get. Okay, Louis, I get. Louis, I definitely get on a bunch of different levels. But
this season,
they both were bullied. They bullied this man.
But no, hold on. Lestat, what you call it? But at the end of the day, nah.
What we talking about earlier, a few episodes ago, when Lestat tricked Daniel, into thinking that he had this big, huge interview. And it fucked with his head. And that's what led him to eventually reconciling with Armand.
Tormentors.
Not that Daniel's right to that. Again, as y'all said before, Daniel is also a piece of shit. So I'm not.
Yeah, he is. But
he's a piece of shit.
He's been tormented by these two motherfuckers. Yeah. He's been tormented by these two motherfuckers for what, 50, 60 years?
No, he hasn't. He's been tormented
not Lestat, Louis and Armand, but not Lestat.
Louis and all right, Lestat is just this one. Lestat is one time. It's literally one time.
Lestat embarrassed him. Lestat made a mockery of him because Daniel takes his profession seriously. Like Daniel's whole personality is his journal.
And that's all it takes. And all it takes is one time.
Yeah.
When you pull some shit like that sometimes with a lot of people.
Like y'all said earlier, talk about how vampirism brings out your worst qualities. What are his fucking worst qualities?
Yo.
Yeah.
Daniel is the biggest piece of shit I know. No, you're not, but he's close.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing is he got when he thought he had Lestat, and that is what messed his head up so badly.
Yeah,
not that it was like a genuine thing, and it wasn't like they were friends. He thought he had him, and in the end, he got played, and it affected him so badly. It turned him down. And again, we talk about his.
It made him a crackhead again.
We talk about his drug addiction and how he fell into Armand as a way to kind of mend that pain, as you do with drugs. It makes sense for Daniel to do what he did. Not that it was okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
shit go black. Just tell my mama no I love her.
Lestat starts doing gasping, starts throwing up blood, and Louis like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Hug it out, and then we cut to the bar, and then it's like, so Sophia's your
Fucking your
mom.
mom, huh?
And they kind of get into it. We kind of got to rush because we gotta rush this most important part of this episode. We got to get to the next part. So the next scene after they kind of talk about this at the bar is they go to a seance.
Oh boy.
They go to
Oh,
have a
boy.
seance with Merrick Mayfair, who is a very prominent, powerful witch in the books. I believe she has her own one or two books in the
I was
series.
just saying I have to get into the Mayfair witches now.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it was unfortunate. I heard the show's not that great, but I will give it a I'll give it a chance. I think it's like a different director, but I'll give it a chance. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he talked about a stutter all the time. He's not Daniel's not a good person, and Daniel was trying to take. He's been taking shots. He's been taking petty shots at Lestat the entire season.
Yeah, for no reason.
He got
just to get that fucking story.
Yeah, he just got and it fucked with him. So we go to the seance. They meet Merrick Mayfair. You want a book spoiler about Merrick specifically? I don't know. Wait till
next week. Join us next week. It's at the season finale.
Just in case something might pop up next episode. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Wait till
if
next
it doesn't
week.
Happen, if it doesn't happen next episode, I would love for you to give us some next week.
Yes. Please join us next week and give us that spoiler. Please.
Yeah, they greet Merrick Mayfair, who has to take some items from them that were Claudia's. So you get Claudia's journal, and you saw the finale. Oh goddamn! God, I'm fucking nervous about that. It's her journal, and then her I guess it was like a sweater.
No, it was her dress.
It was a dress.
A dress. Yeah, her dress. I
thought it was something she had over her dress. Was it the actual dress?
It was the dress.
The actual dress.
Which Louis was hanging on his wall.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking
weird.
Wild. So they sit. There's a circle, and then at first they're next to each other. And Merrick says, "The gate's closed. What did you two have like a fight or something recently?" It's been a long day. She goes, "All right, 10-2. 10-2. And she's trying to bring Claudia out to talk, and her face slams against the table, and she loses teeth. And she goes, "She don't want to be talked to right now." And I said, "You need to try. We need to have this. We need to have this conversation."
She said, "You're gonna pay my dentist bill and give me extra."
Right.
Pay whatever you want us to pay. Just do this. All right. Does it again, and this is when. Oh, they also kind of tag each other back and forth. Oh, you implied that I killed her. You know, you implied that I did this. Like it's again, it's all coming out here. And Lestat did kind of get a little laugh out of that.
Because at the end of it, unfortunately, I was about to say, go ahead, Margot.
She says, "Papa Legba, Virgin Mary, Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel. I cannot do this without your blessings. Virgin Mary, angels, Papa. I am Merrick Mayfair. I call on you. Open the gates. You know my name, Papa. All spirits are answered to me. Son of Ham, Mama, you, Baron Sedemi. I give you my blood." And this is when we hear Claudia, "The fuck are you yanking me for, you dumb bitch?" And then we heard that, like, "Oh, that's Claudia, all right." And then Claudia pops out. And that's when she hits her face on the table, and they do it again. And Claudia comes back, and she goes, "Oh, you just couldn't keep me on the wall, could you, Daddy Lou? You couldn't keep me on the wall." And Lestat's like, I'm Lestat. Louis over there. It's little, like, tiny little bit of comedy before this fucking
shit hit the fan.
Hurricane Claudia. They dragged me off the stage. They ripped you away from me, and I can't let you go. It's there at the bottom of everything. I wanted to blot that out. I want to say goodbye. I didn't get to say goodbye and tell you that I love you. And Claudia ripped into him.
Damn.
You're back with him after all that. You're back with him, and she goes into how Louis is not able to let go, but Louis has made Claudia's death about Louis,
Yeah.
which
And
he has.
That is exactly what he's done.
Yeah.
Selfish
she's
piece
like,
of shit.
and she let Louis know, you're not even really my dad. My real
Yeah.
dad, who I really actually love,
Yeah,
is
and
right over there.
considering that comment makes sense. That because she does say that you know that that's her maker, and that she cared more about Lestat than she did Louis.
She does.
God.
And she said that she hit Louis with the words that a lot of stepdads never want to hear. You're not my
You're
dad.
not my dad.
Oh,
Those words are cutting. 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 Those words, whew.
yeah. Louis says, I heard you calling me. I didn't call you, you dumb bitch. I'd have tripped Armand on the stairs if I wanted you with me. Here's some truth for you, you said, but you weren't even my favorite. I liked him better. He knew who he was. You're not even my maker. You're not even my blood. That's my maker. I even thought about poisoning you instead of him. And this thing was fucked up. Because there's a little etching on your ribcage that says you're a slave. I knew I could count on you to trail me like a dumb dog anywhere you went until I could ditch your ass for something more worthy of me.
Mm.
God damn. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets into the fact that they're reading her diary. Oh, you read my private word, my diary, and I'm supposed to feel better because you killed Bruce just to make me feel better? It's everything she says is right.
And then he, before he got there, what about that thing I did for you? Like, motherfucker, are you not listening to what she's saying?
Yeah, and then later on, he even says, "I didn't know that was Emmy." Well, we all knew that was Emmy. You're Louis. You would know who you are. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a very important line. He said, "Do you think I want not one but two men I hate using me as an excuse for their bullshit? All cry face reading my diary like it fucking happened to you. God, Jesus, get it through your nappy head. I hate you more than anything and anyone I have ever known."
Nappy headed hoe.
When she said that, I fucking howled.
She says more than anything and anyone I've ever known, more than my dad that left me, more than my auntie that whipped me, more than Bruce that stuck it in me, more than the pack of vamps that seduced and burned me. I hate you to the pit of all things. Burn the diaries, burn this dress. Stop saying my name. And then Lynn
And then she also got into the fact of Madeline. Like, where's Madeline? I've been searching for her. She was like, oh, your fucking blood is so fucking weak that I can't even find her, but she's fucking lost. And you didn't have enough common. You want me to be happy? You couldn't even bring her back. So what? You didn't give a fuck about her? It was a lot. It was a lot, and like everybody said, he deserved that shit. He deserved that.
I sat on my hands watching you char up to thunderous applause. And then she says, "What about Madeline? You two hug it out for her too? You two bringing her back in the cornstarch? Because I don't see her here, and I can't find her there. The one good thing in my bleak black life, and I don't know where she is. And I spend every fucking second of nowhere looking for her. Where is she? Why is she not here with me?" And they start screaming for Madeline, and just Madeline, Madeline, and then that's when they close the gates.
Oh my god!
Jesus. Oh. And honestly, if
If they'd have ended the
That-
episode right there, that could have been enough.
that could have you could
Yeah.
have ended with them being like looking at each other, and that would have been the end. That was so hard to get through, but she was right to be that upset. Claudia wasn't 100% in hell. I don't think Madeline went there. Yeah,
Well,
Madeline never really
wait.
had a chance. Madeline never really had a chance to earn a way there.
No, that's
Ah.
not true. She was around for a while they were in France, biting people and shit.
Yeah.
Remember-
It was a while.
She's the one who gave Claudia her first dress for this freaking dance theater that they were a part of for fucking 50
Yeah.
or whatever years.
No,
Or
they weren't together that long, were they?
yeah,
In the
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like how long were they together?
because they would. She was,
After Madeline was turned by Louis, how long
I
were they
think
together?
I think they were together a couple of years. Because they were in that theater troupe for a couple of years before they finally turned on them. Because they had to build up the right crew.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, remember, she was with Madeline when Madeline was also human. Madeline knew about her as a
Mhm,
human and was
yeah.
still dating her.
Yeah.
I don't want to trust the
Because-
AI.
Because remember, Madeline's
looked at
store
Wikipedia
got
and it
fucked up.
it says that
And-
in the books it was closer to a week that she was actually a vampire.
And what, vampire time, which is what, 10 years?
Like,
Human time?
I'm trying.
Well,
I'm
At the
I
end
wanna
of the day,
know-
at the end of the day, listen, to become a full-fledged vampire, you gotta feed. And you gotta have a
Yeah.
kill. And that she did.
Yeah.
Did we see her kill on screen? That's what I'm asking for. Like, it's a week. If it's a week, did we see
it's a
her
week,
do that?
If
Or
it's a week,
Claudia-
like all
Claudia feeding her something while she was recovering? That's
no,
what
if it was a week, that first week of vampires turning, remember these niggas is hungry, so they do a lot of hunting because it's a whole new hunger they never had. They do a lot of hunting, and that's when usually having a good maker comes into handy because they show you how to hunt during that first week and how to get your food.
Yeah.
I'm curious if there's like a source on her body count, because I'm sure there's a Wikipedia for every show, so and like book series. And things. I was curious if there's
How many bitches did Madeline bite?
how many. Well, I think it's important to know. But it could be they're both in hell and they're just not allowed to be near each other, or it could be that she's not in hell at all. Could be a purgatory situation. Could be a lot of
Or,
other things. There could be a lot of
remember-
reasons why they're not together in hell.
And well, also you also got to think about this. Everyone's hell is a personal difference. Everyone has a
And then
different hell.
that depends on what you're watching.
Like everyone's hell is different. Like that's what makes hell hell. It's your personal hell. Maybe Madeline's personal hell doesn't involve Claudia.
I saw Little Nicky, and I
and look at
it was a
Hitler.
party down there.
Hitler's,
That's all I'm saying.
Hitler's personal hell was getting a pineapple shoved up his ass when in a French maid
French maid
outfit every day at 2:00 on a dot.
So after that, they leave and they just kind of both go, "Wow."
Well, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
That happened. That did not go the way we thought it was going to go.
That's definitely what happens when your adult kid finally lets you know when you're a parent. Blah 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 blah. Well, wasn't that an ungrateful little bastard? So what we did for him growing up, he got the nerve to do that to us. Well, then okay, yeah. That's the conversation they had. Two parents who got told to get out their daughter's house at Thanksgiving because they done said the wrong shit. That's what that was.
And then Louis says, so after sitting down for a while, Louis was like, "Yeah, that pretty much closed the door on that." Lestat says,
And then,
she spared us the ambiguity. And Louis
and then
says,
these two mother,
"I didn't know I had that in me," like Mike said.
and then these two
What?
motherfuckers start talking about retirement plans.
Yeah. because Lestat mentioned like I have like a cabin in like somewhere private. It's like, hey, you want to live in a cabin? I can do it for 10 or 15 years. I said, yeah, you know what? That's no Madeline. Yeah, I guess that does suck for her. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's move on. And they sit on a park bench and they just start talking together. And
Oh, and they
Louis
figure
says,
out because of the video, they figure out where the tan came from with Daniel, because the Daniel's video is him in broad daylight
yeah,
with
because you
Armand.
noticed he was in broad daylight. Yeah, and that
Hmm.
explains the tan. Yeah. Um, they said he says I have to do some work to do on myself. And that's when they're like, oh well, yeah, in this century, you do a lot of like mental health and personal work. Or back in the day, you just punch a wall. So
Yeah.
you know, they sit down on a park bench and they just start talking about what's next for them. And then they look over to the right and they see somebody in a mask by a light pole. And that was Alex. And
He's
then the
no,
next scene,
what you call it? Louis says, your little fledgling has been following us all night. Because apparently Alex has been following them all night, from what Louis is saying. Like, Louis noticed it, even though Lestat didn't notice
well,
it. Well,
if
we
that was
did actually see Alex earlier in the episode when they were walking to the restaurant. Alex walked by them, and he told Alex, go home,
yeah.
go
Yeah.
home.
Well, that's the thing is they say Alex because it's someone wearing a mask, but that's not who it was. Yeah, us think like after all that it is a cute and nice wrap up,
Hmm.
and then like you said, they slap you in the face. They look over Alex, and then you hear footsteps, and then and you see Lestat and Louis' heads
Just slide the
fall
fuck
off,
off.
decapitated, and that's the fucking ending.
And you're like, excuse the fuck out of me.
I was
Excuse the fuck out of me. Hey, hello, wait. So, which made me wait till the credits were completely over to see. And next week on the season finale, they have these motherfuckers. All they show is somebody walking with a fucking bowling ball bag that has a head in it.
As their heads up, yeah, the head,
Yeah.
That's all they show. And it's like,
cookies. I'm with you, brother. Like Kenny said earlier when you were watching, you went like it
I was like,
Boy.
was a gut punch.
Let me
Our chat on Thursday, because after we did the show Thursday, Mike hopped off to watch the show, and me and Mike and Kenny's group chat was just Mike going, "What the fuck? What was?"
I'm like, welcome to what we felt, motherfucker.
but
Like,
and I've been waiting. So that was my initial reaction. Like, I beg your fucking pardon? Excuse the fuck. No. What do you mean? Then, 48 hours later, this morning, I watched it again, and I was like, good. Because let me tell you something about these two motherfuckers. And that's why my headline says toxic love never wins. Are Armand and Daniel two ginormous pieces of shit? Yes, they are. Yes, they fucking are. But so are Louis and Lestat. Because let's look at it from Armand's perspective, right? Let's look at it from their perspective. Armand has been
it was
the
out.
longest standing third wheel that we may have seen in history. This man has been a third wheel for about 500 years. He was the third wheel when Lestat was with Gabriella, his mom, with Nikki. He was the third wheel with Louis. So this vampire has always been in the shadows, who's always been played to the side, right? And when Louis got with Armand,
Yeah, they had a relationship, but what was the crux of all this? Lestat. Even with Louis and our mom was having their own relationship, Lestat was always in the center. Now,
His
let's get to Daniel. Daniel, we all know he's a slime ball, right? Slime ball journalist. We know with journalists, they will do whatever they have to do to get the juiciest stories, to get all that stuff, right? However, like I said earlier, he was tormented mostly by Louis. And in this season, Lestat was trolling his ass. So even though when that moment happened, and even though that Daniel was being a dick to Lestat or whatever, when Lestat froze for that last 30 minutes of that interview, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So like, oh, you gonna do this to me, motherfucker? I bet. Now let's look at Claudia. Because when I first watched that scene Thursday, and you know I've always been team fuck Louis. So when I watched that scene
from day one,
when I watched that scene, initially I was like, damn, Louis. Like I felt bad for Louis because like we've said time and time again, he genuinely loved Claudia. Then I watched it again this morning, and I was like, yes, Claudia, tell that motherfucker he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Yes, yes, yes. Because he's selfish. He's a selfish, manipulative piece of shit. The only reason why he stalked Regina is because she looked like Claudia. To the point where this motherfucker pimped her into playing a cosplay of Claudia. So he was doing it for his own selfish greed. And let's start back into this. During their whole marriage, with them raising Claudia, yes, they loved Claudia, but what did they put before Claudia? Their own fucking problems. And what happened?
fucking
It
cookies.
it drove Claudia away to the point where she got encountered by fucking Bruce. So if your fucking problems did not drive your daughter away, none of that would have happened. Because Kenny, you know, as a parent, you put your child's needs first. Your main priority is your child. Claudia was never their main priority. It was their fucking bullshit. And that's what ultimately led to doing led to Claudia running away in the first place. And then let's look at Madeline. Because Claudia brings her up. Louis, you selfish motherfucker. You made Madeline. And not once did you ever think to how does Madeline plays in Claudia's feelings? Right? You never once mentioned that. But conveniently, you had someone else cosplay Madeline just to try to make that situation feel good about yourself. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because even though you made Madeline, did you really care about her? No. You didn't care about her either. The one person who truly cared about Claudia, even before she got made into a vampire, she accepted Claudia for who she was. She loved Claudia.
Here's something that I
So
after
fuck
I
this
calmed
and fuck Louis.
after I calmed down initially about the decapitation, I came to my senses and I remember I forgot the is it Reginald that's on the bus? Reginald that's on the bus with them? The other guy that's human actually.
uh,
I forgot his name, but they were talking. I remember a scene that they were talking, and he talked about how decapitation isn't necessarily a way to kill vampires because there was some vampire who had his head decapitated for I think he said like over 2 weeks. Fareed, there we go, Fareed. Thank you, Fareed. He said there was some vampire that was decapitated. They said like for over 2 weeks, and he still managed to live, or whatever the case may be. And then I thought about this isn't the first time Lestat has had his head fucking either decapitated or hanging halfway off, because that's how Louis and Claudia, quote unquote, killed him. They slit his fucking throat open. So I was, after I calmed down about his head being chopped off like that, I was like, all right, this definitely ain't it. And
that's,
he has
you know, that's so cool,
Akasha
because even
blood.
back then, season 2, Claudia said, you know, we didn't finish him when they left him the way they did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, nearly decapitated, poisoned, because they
What
didn't
was
leave
it?
him
Fire, because the fire seems like the only surefire way to
surefire
make
way.
to make sure a vampire is dead. Like
Yeah,
that
we saw that.
that
We
is
saw that in Sinners.
right. Like it seems to be the only surefire way to make sure these motherfuckers are dead.
I
So
wonder, is it depending on who? Because again, when I was seeing this, and I was like, all right, I know they're not dead. Is it because of they have like Akasha's blood? Is it depending on the
that
blood?
too. That
Because
too.
because
You
that
they,
one that Louis killed on the way to go kill Bruce, he decapitated him. He said, "God, I know you're about to die. I need to talk to you, like mental link. Let's do this." And he just didn't stop. So it kills some, but is it because they have Akasha's blood? And does Louis have Akasha's blood because he was made by
Louis.
that?
That's not right.
And is that what is that? And I guess we're about to find out tomorrow.
But yeah, like ultimately, fuck these two, fuck their love story. Okay, because think about this also, Louis.
Back to the fucking bucket list.
You're over here still trying to play husband and wife, and you got a picture of your side nigga on your phone with you and him. So it's just like, what the fuck? So again, being scornful, being manipulative, being a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
These two have scorned everybody that they've come in contact with. And when we know about that little thing called karma, it's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And those two motherfuckers in their love story got their karma at the end of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So after
Mm-hmm.
my initial reaction,
Mm-hmm.
I watched it again, and I said, you know what? Fuck them. Good. I'm glad it happened.
Oh my fuck it, bucket.
All right. Well, we need to wrap up because we
bucket,
got to get our next. We have to talk about.
bucket.
We're gonna talk about House of the Dragon in about 5 minutes. So real quick, I am curious to know, because what I expect is what we saw. If anybody in the chat, if you haven't read anything, but you've watched the movie, I expect there to be somewhat of a concert, and then
a fight at this motherfucking concert. Because I
I
saw Queen
expect
of the
to see
fucking
somebody.
Damn, and I
It's like,
saw
I expect to see a
Queen
to show up, but maybe not. I'm not getting my hopes up for that because I don't want to. Well, I've enjoyed every episode of this show from the start of the first season. I don't want to get my hopes up for something and then it not happen and then get all pissy. So I'm expecting that, but I don't want it to be like that's what's gonna happen.
Don't fall into that trap, Mongo.
Well, we talk about it all the time, Mike. The folks that do that, and it ends up messing up the show for them.
Here's the thing: they have to do something that ends in a major cliffhanger.
Have a good weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We hope to see you next week.
Because we need that spoiler.
Give us the spoilers.
Please, we need that spoiler next week. Like I just, my thing is we need a good cliffhanger because this could have been it for the end of the season. And there's still another episode. If this would have been it for the end of the season, it will what you call it? It will. If this was the end of the season, we'd have been mad, but it'd have been worth it because we know there's got to be something else that's got to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to know that they're gonna leave us on another cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I damn sure said it earlier. I ain't gonna lie to you, buddy. I said it.
No cap. I would have broken some shit if that was the end of the
I didn't, but Margaret, didn't I say before we came on here? I'm talking shit now. Didn't I say before we came on here? I'd have threw my fucking iPad.
on the iPad. Yeah.
I'd have flung this bitch like a fucking frisbee, ultimate frisbee style. Fing.
Oh God. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us. You can follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. We cover wrestling primarily Mondays through Thursdays, but we like to do this and cover a lot of different kinds of media. So if you have any TV or movie or book recommendations, actually, we take any of them. I'm currently going through Dungeon Crawler Carl, and that shit is fucking insane. We've covered this. We're doing House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, and we've covered The Last of Us, which is my baby. That's where I get to watch y'all fucking
Squirm.
get all pissed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get to watch and have fun with that. But if
But
you have any other media you want us to check out and review and kind of recap and give our thoughts on, let us know in the comments. We'd love to know. If you want to see any of us cry, we've got a cry list. Originally Kenny's cry list, but I think we can open that up to anything because we all cry like fucking babies when the right shit hits. Until then, you can follow me at Greg Bush SK on Twitter and just Greg Bush on Blue Sky. You can get the Are You Fucking Serious Trivia Champion, the King of Wrestling Stats and Facts, King Kenny at RockRiz44. You can get the reigning throw him up Reggie Simpson Memorial. We love you, brother. Memorial Predictions Champion. Main event, Mike Ciampa at Mr. Freshbeard. All right, folks. Thank you so much. We will see you next time. If you're sticking with us live, we'll see you in about 5 minutes. So just keep that page where it is. Refresh. If you switch, we'll pop right back in. Go to the next. See it. We got to talk about dragons, baby.
Yeah.
Until
We're gonna talk about the dragon.
be good.
We're gonna talk about the dragon.
Easy.
We're gonna
Go to
talk about
therapy.
the dragon.
Don't have a toss.
Go to therapy, motherfucker. Go to therapy, motherfucker. Hey.
Peace.
Do the wiggle. Do the break.